Hello, and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos does Curse of Strahd. I am your Dungeon Master, Darby, and joining me are Zoe, playing Sevia, Emily, playing Beatrice, Laura, playing Conrad, Mitch, playing Kazir, and Johanna, playing Fall. Let's get started. And we're back. So, where we last left off, the party got into a fight with a swarm of bats, and then a vampire that briefly charmed Sevia into letting it into the inn, with the help of the strange, or a bit of help from the strange ringmaster fellow. They took out the vampire, killed it, and that was where we finished. So, what would everyone like to do? Keep in mind there is still panic outside.
Okay, well, that was great. You, Kazir, you stemmed the bleeding yet? Is she bleeding still?
Yep. Yep. There's a lot.
You know how to do that?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. She's completely fine. And I turn to the others and I go.
Shakes his hand. So there is no active wound because of the nature of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but Conrad,
there is no open wounds.
Yeah, but Conrad will stand up and stalk over, I suppose. Then kind of elbow Kazir out of the way and be like, "Show me your neck." She's gonna mine, so you can show me yours.
She's gonna, before he even finishes, unbutton her collar and pull it aside and show her neck.
No mark whatsoever. Did you heal her?
Did, but it didn't work as well as I thought it would. I put a lot of healing juice in the air, and only some of it went through.
Healing juice, you say? Okay.
Oh, it's just healing stuff.
He does without asking if he's allowed to. Does reach out to touch the neck part where she was bitten to with 2 fingers to look at it.
She flinches, but she doesn't pull away.
You can't feel any tissue damage or anything, Darby, because Conrad was the one that stabilized the other 2 people. Yeah, Conrad and himself.
Yeah. So you feel like there's been magical healing that's been done, so it is as good as new, but there is kind of a bit of dark discoloration from the necrotic.
There does seem to be some kind of... There doesn't seem to be permanent tissue damage, possibly. I'm not sure. I didn't train as a healer. But it's not as bad as other examples I've seen. So, okay. Good. Not bleeding, at least. That's it. He steps away.
Thank you.
Kazir is going to step back up as the one who is trained as a healer, with sort of a sideways glance at Conrad. And if possible, he'd like to just sort of check for any lasting damage or any extra damage, something to do with his medicine.
Medicine check.
Roll me a medicine should do the trick.
There we go. It's a 24.
24.
Baby.
There's nothing that's really lasting, so it'll just take a bit of a rest to kind of shake off some of this effect.
Okay. Well, looks like it's still going to be hurting for a bit, but after you take a little bit of a rest, should be fine.
Okay, I don't feel great, but I feel as good as I can.
I think just for now, maybe if we are going to do anything, stay towards the back of the group. And we'll try and keep you out of harm's way as much as we can.
I have something that I can do as well.
Who are you? Who are you?
Rudolph Van Richten.
Sword cane. Good weapon.
Yes.
Got there in the end. Good job.
Yes. Tricksy little vampire and bit hard when it's a bit crowded, but silver. None of you have silver weapons, I take it.
No, well, I do like the... it's a very nice make, actually, that you have there.
We get to my tower, I might be able to do something about that. But for now, you, and he points at you, Beatrice. You use daggers, I noticed. And he takes a single silver dagger out of his pocket and hands it to you. Hold on to this. Should help.
Thank you.
Now, you, young wizard girl.
Yeah. Yes.
You are not going to make it through this if I don't do a little bit of something. And he rubs his hands together and casts Death Ward on you. So you are protected for, I believe it is 8 hours.
So what I do like it would make you feel like a little bit more confident, perhaps.
Yes.
Not so much.
Or like a little
confidence, but
safer.
you feel this sort
Somehow.
of abjuring magic, essentially.
Oh, you just feel magic.
Okay.
Protecting you. So 8 hours. We will cover what that does if it gets kicked into effect.
Okay,
Pretty
so
self-explanatory.
so she like feels this magic energy come over her, and she's like, "Thank you, Sevia." And she goes to extend her hand, which is covered in blood, and then immediately realizes and starts like shaking slightly, and just puts it back on her neck, even though there's no wound there.
I also have something else that I can do, but I will wait until we are in danger.
Right.
For that one.
Speaking of that, we should have some people keeping watch and get into a defensive position, right? I mean, the streets still seem dangerous.
There is also that is if you want to be inactive in all of this. However, there are a bunch of vampires moving towards the church. If my observations were correct, you seem to have an ally there.
They're after.
Yes, we do.
They're after Arena, and we have to help them. We promised, didn't we?
What's the vibe I'm getting from this dude?
Roll a vibe check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
That's basically an insight check. Yeah. Vibe check.
Yeah, vibe check.
What is that? 21.
21. So he is a very capable seeming person. He definitely seems to like be very in control of himself and at the very least believes himself to be some sort of authority. He's very concise and confident with all of these essentially like commands and suggestions that he's giving.
Oh, Darby, how attractive is he, by the way?
I think he was a 9. I think we rolled earlier.
I can't remember.
I can show you an image
Oh,
of him.
okay.
Jeez.
Oh,
I
dear.
We
don't
can
know if
assess
we
for ourselves.
I don't think we actually rolled. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's like a
It's
very
like It's like an older
Ooh.
gentleman.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Chops, kind
He's
of.
wearing gold-ish outfit.
It's kind
He
of
looks
like orangey leathers.
He looks like smart as hell, like this kind of like cool professor.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's
If
a cool
Aziraphale from Good Omens was also an owl. Like not owl
Yeah.
features, but like if he had an owl vibe.
Yeah.
I think of him as like Olaf
Yeah, he's
from
that's
from a series of unfortunate
Yes,
events.
absolutely,
But
but not
not-
as creepy
not
looking.
as-
Not
Yeah.
not as creepy looking,
No.
not
Yeah,
as
you're
ugly,
right.
not as
a lot cleaner.
yeah, a lot cleaner.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a man who
A
knows
lot-
the value of
he
a
A
rolled
bar.
lot
with a
less,
six.
a lot less silly.
Yeah.
In demeanor
There
too.
we go.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay.
6 seems about right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Like,
Maybe-
depends what you're into.
like- maybe he was a 7 or 8 when he was younger, but yeah.
Depends. We don't know.
yes.
Anyway.
So, what do you intend to do? Cower in here, or help your friend?
We should help
Always been a fan of cowering.
We should
Quite
help.
useful in the past.
We should help.
But this... Yes. This is Barovia, my tiefling friend. If you wish to get out of here, and I suspect you would, as you don't appear to be from around here, then cowering is not going to help the situation.
Wonderful to hear.
So as a local of these areas, what do you suggest we do?
I am no local. I am a traveler like yourselves. I am a great hunter of beasts and monsters.
You good against vampires? I hope better than you were before.
Yes, as I said, a few unlucky swipes, but I can hold my own.
I can gather that you might. Good. Well, it can't hurt to go and have a little look around. And I'm sure we will take good care of anyone who comes with us.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks at Fall.
Fall kind of nods and says, so I assume you'll be leading the charge then, sir? Or the mission?
As much as you can consider it leading the charge, I would suggest that we keep close as much as we can, because we don't have the luxury of being able to stray apart.
Yes. No, definitely we must all be on our best guard.
You saw what that vampire was able to do to your friend in the matter of 10 seconds?
Probably not really going to help Fall's opinion on the matter to remind them of the viciousness of the foe that you eventually managed to down.
But if we
Agree,
can...
I'd much rather stay away from all of them.
But I'm sure Fall that Sevie would appreciate emotional support regardless if she's so intent on rescuing our friends.
Don't worry, you will have protection when the time comes. You appear to be, and he points at you, Kazir. You appear to be some sort of clerical fellow.
Yeah.
What capabilities are you prepared for?
Well,
Can you protect your friends?
I can definitely do my best.
Can you protect them from the evils of this land?
That
In a metagamey sense,
don't
I'm
even-
asking if you have protection from evil.
Because when this guy says, "Can you protect them from the evils of this land?" Conrad will kind of gesture sort of vaguely to Kazir and be like, "Oh, surely what just happened should be evident should be completely an answer for you already."
unfortunately I am not able to at the current moment.
All right. Yes. Well, I suggest vigilance then, at the very least. I have the capability myself, but I can only cast it on one person at a time. I will focus on protecting the wizard, unless circumstances change, because she is in the most fragile position at the moment. So, let's get this done, shall we? Unless you have any more planning or meandering to do?
No, we do not.
I think we're all committed to following this mission out.
I will go and put my boots on.
Yes, it might help if you weren't in your bedclothes.
Well, we'll see. I'll be back in a moment.
Now, I believe it takes a minute to get leather armor on, so...
Yeah.
Not quite
You're
enough for
waiting
a
on-
short rest, is it?
No.
Down up.
That does affect the progression of things outside.
Kazir is going to like try and sneakily keep an eye on what's going on out there as well.
Yeah. You see most of the vampires have kind of... Well, roll me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so most of the vampires have kind of separated off and are focusing on wreaking terror on Balaki. You see there are a few Kenku-like beings. You probably gather from like the information you got during the day yesterday that these are probably were-ravens. Especially when you note that some of them even seem to be flying. So there are some of them bending off some of the vampires. There are two that aren't engaged in some sort of combat. One is the one that was holding the bones. The other is one you are very familiar with, who has recently appeared on the scene. Strahd von Zarovic.
Oh!
How far away are they?
Quite a ways away.
Okay.
Are they near the
And
church?
Strahd at the moment is the furthest from the church.
I mean, if the vampire is literally holding the bones, I mean, that's really not going to be much of it. The arrows don't work.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything good about them.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm really concerned at what they're doing, why they're carrying the bones.
Yeah, why do they
have
That's
Taken away from the church so no one protected anymore. My theory.
they were already away from the church, though. That's the thing.
So we'll find out.
Maybe
Can't bring them back
it's the
now.
taunt.
Interesting.
The vampire that we killed, did they have anything
Yes.
on them?
They've mostly disintegrated, but roll me an investigation check.
Oh, that was a 19! Oh!
Nice.
Some rolls.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so...
Wasting all my good rolls. I don't get very many as Kazir.
Yeah. They don't have much on them. But for that roll, you would note that they have a... This one is wearing a ring of some sort on one of its fingers. And... also has a small jewel, small orange jewel.
Excellent. I will keep them.
Well, I'm ready. Everyone else sort of got their bearings?
Yes.
Hey, just quickly, I don't know if this changes things, but our wonderful friends here, Strahd von Doofus Springs, he's like out that way.
Ah, is he? And Conrad has hurried next to the window next to you, like kind of like elbows you accidentally out of the way to have a look.
That makes getting to the church with the bones even more urgent then, doesn't it?
I mean, why do we, you know, obviously it's already a problem, you know, he's already there, so it's probably not even worth going there now, really, isn't it? If he's already there, it's probably already
Would you
lost. We should probably cut
forsake-
our losses. Yes.
Would you forsake your friends and the people of this town?
Yes. I don't owe them anything, so...
We have to try anyway.
There we do.
We may not have any other way out of here anyway. We might as well try and help.
All right. Exactly.
There's no one else? There's no one else who's fighting against this?
Well, there's a few. There's a few of the were-ravens and probably more. It sounds like there's a lot of fighting. Actually, by the sounds of it, it seems like it seems to be going our way. Because why else would Strahd be here if not to, try and sway the battle in his own favor? So we're getting the upper hand. Looks like we just got to go down and help him out a bit.
I would be careful about making assumptions based on incomplete information.
Well, I am just trying to convince everyone to go along, but that's fine.
You really are a bundle of confidence and charm there, good sir. Oh.
I wish to be realistic.
I wish that you have 5 people following you.
Well, my tiefling friend, what did you see? Did you see from where you were, where the bones were?
Yeah.
Because that is our priority.
Well, there is one vampire who's not really doing anything at the moment. He's holding them.
Alright, then that is our target.
Right.
Alright.
Okay. Extraction. Good. That's fun, possibly. Good. Okay.
If anyone is able to get a hold of the bones, then make...
I might be able to, but it's gonna really hurt me.
What?
I'm sure...
If we can get over to him...
My assumption is we're going to have to fight this fellow. But...
Well, I might be able to get him to drop them.
Yes, if someone can get the bones out of his possession, then the priority becomes getting those bones to the church, even if it means the rest of us play diversion.
Alright.
Right. Okay.
Who of you would you say is the fastest?
Oh, he's kind of, avoids eye contact.
Kazir will also step up. He'll say, I might not be the fastest, but I can get places where other people can't. Potentially.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if this goes with the whole me being fragile thing, but I'm kind of magically quite fast at the moment. If it comes to that.
So we have options.
Yes.
Yes.
That is always good to know.
Is there looking at over where the vampire with the bones currently is, would there feasibly be, how close together are all the buildings from here to where this vampire is?
They're fairly tightly packed.
They
parkourable.
Yeah.
It's possible. It would take some acrobatics checks, but
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
definitely possible.
Suggestion. 4, you look quite nimble. I am quite nimble. I don't know about the rest of you. How good are you at jumping over buildings? You're an acrobat.
I'm an
aren't you?
acrobat. Yes, that's true.
How about we approach this on 2 fronts? Try to get the drop on them from across the rooftops, and those who cannot do that will try subterfuge the other way. How does that sound?
It's very clever, Conrad.
That's a very reasonable plan.
Curry kind of has a little murmur, yes, of course it is. Good.
An excellent plan.
Well,
I don't know if it changes anything, but and he's going to reach up, grab the drawstring on his cloak, and pull it, and let it drop to the ground, flex his back, and unfurl his wings.
Yes!
That may very well change things.
Oh god.
You have fascinating.
I might be able to get places, if it helps.
The aerial advantage is always one worth taking, my friend.
That looks so useful.
Oh my
Right.
Interesting. 2-winged people in the party. Very useful. Unusual, but useful.
Sevia is momentarily like completely distracted from like the mission at hand and is like, wow. Like, this is very fascinating.
What kind of wings are they? Are they like bat wings or like
Describe the
feathery
wings.
wings?
So they're red leathery bat wings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very old world devil.
Nice.
Old Testament devil kind of thing. Very cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, that makes things even more useful. Good.
Indeed it does. Shall we get going?
Yes, well, alright.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay, so rooftop crew, who's coming? We might as well try. We're on the second floor now. We might as well try and make a go for it here.
So who's rooftop crew?
I mean, 4, but
Well, we've
there's
got
3.
6 of us, so we could
Yeah.
potentially go 3 and 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Does
Sevia
Beatrice
and
have
Beatrice.
actual wings, or no?
No, Kenku can't fly, but Beatrice is. The acrobatics are pretty good.
Okay.
So,
Well, I mean, we could run it with. We could potentially go Conrad, Fall, and Beatrice as the roof crew, and then myself, Sevia, and our wonderful friend over here as the ground crew. And then once we get close, I could come at it from another angle.
Excellent. Sounds like a good plan.
Indeed
Good.
it does.
All right, Beatrice, Fall, shall we go?
yes, yes.
Okay.
4 kind of looks kind of like they're not quite there at the moment, quite distant. And they don't make much response. So they make a slight nod, but like, yeah.
Before we all separate, Sevia is gonna briefly like in the first couple episodes, she's gonna like grab onto Fall's wrist, and she's just gonna lean in and be like, "Believe in yourself. You can do this. We'll get through this. Yes."
Ford just kind of turns to Sevia with the same expression on their face, and they're just like, "People are gonna die."
But we'll do our best. It's all we can do. I will see you on the other side, and that is a promise.
They're
And then,
not.
and then off she goes.
And Conrad has been sort of spending this time sort of like gauging how everything's going, and then he will kick open, like, he'll hoist open the window, and then kind of like looking back at Beatrice and Fall, the upper grip that are presumably departing. Well, and just kind of nod, and then he'll just kind of like turn around and scale up to get to the building at the top of the roof, I guess. Like, so like shimmying kind of upwards. Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully with some skill.
So yeah, Beatrice, Conrad, and Fall, and each of you make me an acrobatics check. Meanwhile, Van Richten leads Sevia and Kazirat. Sevia,
Yes.
Holy Father, this way.
Scurry.
Note he has not heard Kazia's name yet.
Yep.
Sure, he hasn't heard.
I did a 15 to get up.
Alright. 15?
I did a
I
16.
did a 24.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, so the three of you each handily managed to get up to the roof. And just roll me a series of 3 acrobatics checks as you run along the rooftops. Tell me if any of them come below a 15.
21.
18.
15 exactly.
Ooh, 11.
19. So
15.
21, 15, 19.
18, 11, 15.
Okay.
Because my bonus action is a help, if I see Fall dropping, can I even just use athletics to hoist him up? I catch him?
Yes, especially because it was only a failure by 4. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can.
So I guess, how do you stumble, Fall?
We're just like jumping from rooftop to rooftop, I guess. Stealthily. I don't know, I guess like there's a loose tile on the roof that it makes me stumble and start to slide off.
Yeah, excellent. I think so I can imagine probably Connery is jumping first for most people. So I guess that's as we're landing or as we're about to jump to the next wage, and it turns around and just grabs them by the wrist and flings you forward a bit with, I guess,
Nice.
some force. Go on, come on, don't lose your footing.
Oh, yes.
The lowest I rolled was a 15.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, with other than that one little hiccup, you're all able to make it to get into position quite handily, and by the time
Over to y'all.
by the time that Cedia, Kazir, and Van Richten get there. Alright. So, your allies appear to be on the rooftops?
Yes.
That is the vampire there. Are you ready?
Someone can get into close range with him. I might be able to get him to drop what he's holding. He might be able to pick it up.
I can do that, but I would hesitate to be the one to be transporting the goods.
You can pass it on to someone.
Of course. And you see he takes out a kind of handful of what appears to be powdered silver and iron, and pours it on Sevia as he casts protection from evil and good.
Oh. Thank you. Goodness, I might have something that might be able to keep them in place.
Good.
Before everything kicks off, Kazir is also just going to give like a little fist bump on the shoulder to Sevia and just be like, "Don't get hit." And he's going to cast a Shield of Faith.
Oh, you guys are so nice to me.
No, we just don't want to have to like write a letter explaining how we let you die.
Twice in the same week.
Yeah.
Basically.
So essentially a shimmering shield just sort of appears in front of you and will just sort of follow you around wherever you go.
So, So Van Richten takes the sword back out of the cane and walks forward and uses thaumaturgy to act as a sort of signal to those of you on the rooftops, as well as an announcement of his presence to the vampire, as the windows of all the houses nearby rapidly open and close. Says, "All right, you dark beast. Let's see if your master can protect you now." And he goes up to the vampire and attacks twice with the sword cane. That's a 9 and a 15. So the 15 hits for so 16 points of silvered piercing damage. All right. Okay. Next is Fall. You've seen this happen.
What are we even doing on the rooftop?
Yeah, it's kind of. Are we technically hiding? Is that the one bonus we got out of that endeavor?
You would be hidden. Yes.
Okay. We're stealthy.
I guess, yeah, I'll prepare. I'll prepare the dodge action.
All right. Prepare the dodge action or take the dodge action?
Take. Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your action.
Yeah.
Is that your action, or are you using key to do that as a bonus?
No, that's an action. I'm not getting involved.
Okay.
Nothing's happening yet.
It's fair.
All right. Beatrice.
Beatrice is going to come down off the rooftop and try to stab bone-holding friend.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check. Or acrobatics check, just to see if you stick the landing.
Oh, that was a nat 20.
Oh,
Plus
badass.
5.
Nice.
Okay. So what we're gonna do for that nat
Should you do
20?
a drop kill?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say.
Stab!
I'm gonna say you're gonna add the falling damage basically to the attack that you do, so an additional d6.
Alright, so 2d6
So it'll be-
and a d4. Because I got the
Yes.
sneak attack.
Yes, and I take it you're leading with the silver dagger,
I am leading with the silver dagger.
so this will not be halved.
Oh boy.
And this is, are we doing this? She already has the max damage and this is added to it, or is this just the flat?
Oh, you still need to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but I'll give you advantage on the roll to hit though.
I just nat 20'd again.
Oh!
Okay, so she does.
Wow.
So there is. So it
The
is
new
maximum.
C.
So that is the 2d6 is 12 plus the d4 is 16
Plus any damage you roll.
plus any damage you roll.
So the damage I just rolled is wait, that's 17.
17. So doubled is 33 points of damage you did with that attack.
Beatrice is
Ooh.
scary.
Hell yeah. Well, it makes sense. It's a drop kill. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
tasty.
Dropped out of the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch as I never
So-
roll that well again.
No.
So between that and Van Richten's attack, it is already bloodied.
Hell yes.
Cool.
And you still have your offhand attack,
I do, so I
which isn't silvered,
which
unfortunately.
isn't silver, but I stab him with the other hand. So
Yeah. Roll to hit.
yeah.
Nat 20s again.
That is a 16.
That will hit. So d4 plus your dex.
6.
6. Nice. Okay. Alright. That is half those. So, yeah. Okay, Sevia. You saw Beatrice leap out of the sky and stab this thing with a silver dagger.
She's going
And-
to just look at Kazir for a moment and be like, that was terrifying. And then we've already established that she has like her components bag like with her.
Yeah.
She would have grabbed that before we left.
Yeah.
So she's gonna arcane hands around her necklace, arcane words, and she's going to step out of wherever she's hiding, and she's going to cast Hold Person on the vampire.
Alright. So, what is the saving throw DC for that one?
Wisdom.
And what kind is it? Oh, yeah. So it's a wisdom save. What's the DC?
15.
15. I rolled an 8 plus a 3, so it is held.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, sorry.
Is it a charm?
This is not a humanoid.
Oh.
This is an undead.
It's a
What?
It's
Human-like.
It's human-like.
You described
Humanoid
them as
means a
humanoids when we were looking out the window.
Humanoids in appearance, not humanoid in creature type.
Okay, well, Sevia's just wasted a second level slot and exposed herself to this vampire.
But you have learnt that spell does not work on undead.
And Sevia likes learning. Damn it.
It's the,
Anything with your bonus action?
I don't, Expeditious retreat, I'm gonna...
Unfortunately can't because it's a leveled spell. Sorry.
No, I can use it as a bonus on anything.
But it's a leveled spell. You can't cast...
No.
You can't cast bonus action and action as leveled spells.
Expeditious retreat lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, you're saying you're using your bonus action to dash as part of the continued expeditious retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting towards the end of it,
Yeah.
but you'll probably still have it for this combat.
Basically, I'm gonna dash somewhere I can hide.
Okay. Alright.
I'm assuming the thing was busy looking at Beatrice, so as soon as I couldn't cast the spell, I was like, bye! So,
yeah.
Who knows
All
if
right.
it saw me.
Alright. Conrad.
I mean, it didn't affect the creature, so it wouldn't know that you were there.
Unless it, it could have hurt me.
Okay, so we're on a rooftop. We need like another rooftop.
Yeah.
So to get over to the other rooftop, is that my movement or would that be an entire action?
It would be... It would probably be... It would be your movement to an extent.
Okay. Cool. Alright. So Conrad's going to look at Fall and be like, well, that didn't work very well. I would suggest moving to another rooftop and hiding there because they're going to definitely be looking up to see where Beatrice has just come from. And then Conrad is going to kind of maneuver a little bit closer towards the side of the rooftop, I suppose. And I assume I'm able to do this and also still try and traverse onto the next rooftop. Throw a dagger?
Yeah.
And I'm hidden at this point, so I will try to throw a dagger.
Alright, roll to hit.
Yes. So 17 plus 6, so 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll certainly
It's a
hit.
dagger, so, you know.
Yeah. D4 plus dex.
D4 plus 4, so it's a 6.
Oh, and sneak
attack. So 6 plus 9. So 15 damage.
15 halved to 7.
Yep. And then I'm going to try and jump to the next rooftop with my movement.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, roll acrobatics for that.
Oh, 13, so a 17 to get across.
17, yep.
And then bonus action hide.
Alright. Roll me a stealth check.
What's my stealth? Oh, 18.
Alright. Kazir.
Cool. So this thing is taking damage, yes?
Yes. Quite a bit thus far.
I mean, do we just kill it or do we get it to drop whatever it's holding?
Well, it hasn't dropped it yet.
No. Yeah. And no one's in...
So-
He hasn't done anything yet, has it?
It hasn't had the chance yet, no.
Is that because we got a surprise round or...
It's because it technically has higher initiative than any of you, so it hasn't had a turn while it's been aware of you.
Oh, well, nothing I do would make a difference then. Okay, damn. Bugger. Yeah, in that case, I'm going to float on down. Or I'm just going to run up to him, I guess. No, I'm not. I'm just going to shoot him with the crossbow.
Alright, roll to hit.
17.
17 hits.
It's 4 points of damage, halved to 2.
Alright. That's still respectable. From a non-silvered weapon that you're not really specialized in. Okay. Any bonus action?
There's not a lot that I can do.
No.
So, especially not since my concentration is busy.
Alright, yeah. Okay, so it is its go. It is going to try to bite at Beatrice. That is a natural 3.
Hey, thank goodness. I was like, that is a natural 20.
Yeah, and then let's try to claw at Beatrice as well. That's a natural 15.
I prefer the 3, Darby.
That is a 21 to hit. So this is 7 points of slashing damage. And on its turn, you see like its wounds seem to close up a bit, but it's still really damaged. All right. Octavius go slash Van Richtens. He is going to again 2 attacks on the vampire. That's a natural 18 and natural 14, so both of those will hit. This might actually kill it again. Come on. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. It is not quite dead, but it is hanging on by a thread.
Batter up, next person. You're on.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not Fall.
Fall. It is
Fall next.
But Fall with their slow fall and
they could get a kill if they wish to do it.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else around? Is like there's just one vampire and it's lonesome? Like what's going on?
Yeah. Like well, yeah. As you were filled in by Kazir, like all the other vampires are kind of occupied with other targets, and so they've all split up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Fall will jump down, unfortunately. But I will shoot I'll be following Conray's direction, but first I'll shoot a dart at the vampire.
Okay. So roll to hit.
Oh yes, you remember you got darts.
You might still. What's the range on the darts?
20 to 60 feet.
Okay, so you will have disadvantage because this will be more than 20 feet away.
Yeah, okay, well, I got a 13.
Okay, that misses.
Damn, that like a tiny little dart took it out. That would have been great. Alright, then I'll move to a different building now.
Alright. Yeah. Beatrice.
So Beatrice once again. Beatrice is going to stab at him. That is a 17.
That will hit. I don't know whether you really need to bother rolling damage because he was on 3 hit points.
Hey! Does Beatrice murder him?
Yeah. How are you taking him out?
Stab in the back, right where his heart is.
All right. And yeah, you see, like the chest kind of explodes in this kind of necrotic dust as the rest of the body kind of just falls to the ground. And well, subterfuge might not be quite as necessary as it was before.
No, apparently not.
Although caution will still need to be taken.
Well, yeah, you did call everyone to us, though, with your amazing abilities.
It's true.
The other threats were otherwise distracted, so we should have at least some time.
Speaking of distractions,
And if we're on... Yes.
we need to get these bones to the church, yes?
Yes, you
Yes.
And every vampire And every evil person is going to be looking out for those bones, and they don't want them to get to the church, right?
Precisely.
Is that pretty much what I'm reading here?
Seems the case to me.
Alright. What if, and just hear me out here, you guys take the bones, and I get everyone else, like all the vampires, to look the other way. That'll make it a hell of a lot easier for you guys to make it your way through.
That could work.
Alright.
Do you need someone with you? Do you need protection? Like,
No, I do not. I absolutely do not want anyone else with me. Tell you what. Why don't you, and I take my cloak back off again. Why don't you pick up them bones, wrap them up in my cloak, and then give me that wrapping.
oh, okay.
And I try and find some like rocks or sticks or something or other. And I'm gonna wrap them up in the old bone wrapping.
Alright. Roll me an investigation check.
I'm assuming we're like fallen icon assets. It's fall on my roof now? Or are they still on the other one? Yeah. I'm assuming we can ascertain what's going on as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we motion for you guys to come down.
Yeah.
I will just
Okay.
lay down.
I do that
I
too.
take no damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I rolled well, so it's fine.
I'll just double check. What is it? It's like 5 times your monk level.
Yeah,
isn't
so it reduces it by
Yeah.
20, so that's
Oh, nice.
Superhero landing.
Here's to a cool
5 times
tumble.
monk level. No, like, it would be a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I just like, I land in and I crouch into like a little dive roll as I go to reduce it.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a 19 investigation.
Alright, yeah, so you it's not perfect, but like you're able to find a decent amount of like sticks and stuff.
That's fine. I'm not going to be
That
super
will
close.
resemble it enough.
Diversion tactic. Very clever.
That's the one.
Bit of divine protection won't hurt. And Van Richten casts Death Ward on you.
That doesn't take it from Sevia, does it?
No. Because Death
Not
Ward
concentration?
isn't concentration. It's just
Oh.
you have it for 8 hours.
Oh, that would make sense. Because in the other podcast, we got given a potion of that once, and a tea of that once. So I guess it must be the same when you cast a spell.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
You do see him think for a moment of like whether to cast the other on you and decide against it.
Might also be worth just trying to finding the best possible vantage house to break into, and then barricade yourself inside, considering the vampires' difficulties.
If we can
Entering.
get to the it's up to you, of course, but if we can get to the church with these bones, then we should be in the safest point in the town.
I think that's a damn good idea. I'm going to try and get as many of them as I can away from the church. Hopefully they can all turn into bats and they fly away as well.
Kizzy, are you sure you should be left alone? We said we need to stick together.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't even worry about it.
Frankly, I am worrying about it.
Sevia, if things go wrong, I have a contingency.
Yeah, he's got one of those. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You guys stay safe, all right? And we'll meet up again in the church.
You too.
Good luck.
Yes, be careful. Again, a very admirable thing. Quite. Yes, good. Good luck.
So,
Who's holding the bones?
Yeah, true.
yeah, who has the bones? Who has the actual bones?
Who's because he gave it to? I think he gave it to Sevia.
Probably, yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
'Cause I
I
would've
mean,
just
she
Because he gave her the cloak and said, "Oh, chuck it in there."
Yeah, she is the most kind of shields of protection as well. It's just whether or not you guys feel comfortable giving the squishy person that. But
yeah, I mean, I don't think that's logically the best choice, but
But she does have a lot of like wards and shields and protection on right now. So
she's got all the protection plus.
She does also have 8 hit points, but it's fine.
But he's got the rest of it, so.
We'll see how it goes.
She can throw. I mean, if you think Conrad would take them, then
Conrad definitely thinks he would. He would be the best choice. So he kind of just rolls his eyes when Kazir gives it to him, but he doesn't say anything. He just looks. Well, tension's not on me now. That's fine.
All right, we should go.
All right. So. The way we're going to do this initially is, Kazir, roll me a performance check. Everyone else, roll me a stealth check.
Kazir, as he takes off, he is going to start yelling.
Yeah.
So he's going to be yelling for the others to run.
Everyone who's rolling a stealth check, we'll wait until Kazir's result.
Oh.
So roll me the performance check.
Oh, don't mess this up. Please. Oh, I've got other dice somewhere. Damn it. No. Okay.
Please do well.
I'm going to roll Caius's. No, that's a cursed idea.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Natural 20!
That's great.
If ever you needed one.
I can take a picture of it if you want.
Yeah.
No.
Does that mean we all roll at advantage?
Yes.
Taking a picture anyway.
God, I rolled a nat 1.
Well,
Not much better, that's a nat 2. But my stealth makes it a 4.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm good. The first time I rolled 15, and with my stealth it's and I rolled 15 again, so
yeah.
Nice. I rolled a total of 15.
Alright.
I got 30. She's a sneaky bird.
Okay. And 4?
15.
15. Yeah. Okay, so enough people
21. I rolled a 13.
21. Yeah, so enough people pass that as a group you're able to stealthily start moving towards the church.
Yeah, we'll say Conrad will take up the rear of this little stealth party as well.
Kazir at that, so let's
keep an eye on
jump.
Kazir specifically, I think, as well.
Yeah, let's jump to the top of initiative. So what are you doing in your distraction other than calling out?
So I have yelled out in the opposite direction of where the group is. So 50 feet away from them. I've yelled out, I've got him! I'll get to the church! You guys just get to safety! And then he's just going to fly in the general direction of the church, wherever that is.
Okay.
We'll find somewhere with a steeple and just follow it.
Alright.
It's low-ish to the ground. Or maybe 30 feet from the ground.
Alright. So, okay. So, the vampires are going to, from their positions, start ignoring the were-ravens and go towards you. They can't get to you in this first round, but they can get close. And you see that they start flying up and getting close on your tail.
Oh, they can fly. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, they are damaged. They are damaged, but yeah, they're.
That's an evil little look on your face, Mitch.
Just going through and just determining how much damage each of them has taken thus far in a very simple manner. Alright. Alright. You see some of the were-ravens fly out, like fly in pursuit of the vampires. The first one you recognize being in the garb of Erwin Martikov. Okay, Rictavio, or Van Richten with you guys is, just keeping quiet and moving along. Is there any? More were-ravens start flying towards the vampires. It falls. Is your go?
I guess we're still just stealthing to the church, right?
Yeah.
There's not really much I can do. I'll just keep stealthing.
Yeah. Alright. Now, Strahd.
I forgot he was here.
I didn't, but he was looking at the bones.
Strahd looks at you directly, Kazir, and starts flying up towards you. Turning himself into a misty form.
Let's go, boy.
He's here now. He's here.
Okay. And that is the extent of his turn at this point. Okay. And his two remaining swarms of bats are chasing after you as well. What are their speeds? Would they? No, they're only 30, so they're bolting to try to catch up with you. Alright, Beatrice. Are you doing anything in particular to aid in the stealth effort, or just remaining stealthy?
Just remaining stealthy, keeping an eye on everyone else.
Alright. Celia.
Stealth.
Alright. Another were-raven in the garb of Danica Martikov starts flying towards the vampires, and by extension Kazir, but the focus is definitely on the vampires. Alright. Next is Conrad.
Stealth again, I guess. I mean, again, he's doing at the rear. He'll be keeping more of an eye like behind on to see if anyone's following them, and to track where Kazir is as well, because we've got to keep an eye and make sure we don't get diverted directly into the path of everyone as well.
Yeah. Kazir, what do you do?
So
With the vampires hot on your trail.
how many of them are there? There's like 3 vampires, 2 swarms of bats, and
There are
Strahd.
4 vampires, Strahd in the form of a vampiric mist, and 2 swarms of bats.
Cool.
There are also a grand total of 5 were-ravens.
Excellent. And they're coming at me from the direction of the church, is that correct?
From all directions,
Okay.
essentially.
In that case, I'm going to see them go, do an about face and dash 60 feet directly away from the church.
Alright. No bonus action?
Dashing is... Oh, dashing is my action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. Vampire spawned. Yeah, they are gonna dash, and they're, again, right on your tail, but just out of, like, reach, essentially.
Of your tail.
Yeah. Erwin is going to fly towards them, try to attack one of them. He has, what is he? He gets two attacks. He's gonna go for two big attacks. Actually, no, he's gonna go with two short attacks. One of those is a natural 20. So, 6, 8, 9, alright. Then Ravens are going to do the same thing. Those are both hits. So 5. Yep, those both hit. Okay. Next is Strahd, who is going to. He's gonna dash, and then he is going to. Sort of. I think he is going to. Oh, fuck him, he's gonna fireball you. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
What did you roll, Mitch?
I rolled a nat 1.
Tieflings have resistance to fire, but
Yeah.
We shall see.
So that is 25 points of fire damage, halved to 12. Please roll a concentration check for me.
I rolled a 12. Am I adding Constitution to that, or is it just a...
It is, but that's fine.
Okay.
Laura
That's
has
fine.
also pointed out he has that Death Lord on him.
Yeah.
Does that do anything?
No, that
It doesn't at the moment.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Google it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what anything means.
Yeah. Swarms of bats are gonna attack the were-ravens. So they misses, hits for it's 24. So that is alright. Next is Beatrice. It is Beatrice's go.
Can't hear you.
Didn't say anything.
No.
Beatrice is gonna
Just-
be keeping an eye on what's going on, but is gonna get a little bit closer to Sevia and just make sure they're on their way to the church.
Alright. Sevia?
She's going to keep stopping, but how far are we from the church?
You are probably about 3 rounds away from the church, essentially.
Gosh.
She is going to be panicked about Kazir getting hit with fire. But, gonna keep chugging along.
Alright.
Oh, so you skipped my turn.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
All G, I just want to do a dumpling.
What are you going to do? Okay.
All right,
what are you going to do?
Phil's going to say, like, okay, guys, this is me. Don't worry. And then it's going to cast Thaumaturgy to make a loud noise 30 feet away. That's just pretty much just going to be like, just a loud, like, noise. Just something really loud to try to startle people.
Yeah. I think roll a charisma check plus your proficiency.
Okay.
Those both miss.
Okay, so that's 15.
Okay. Conrad.
Cool.
Anything?
So, like, is everyone just kind of like their attention is completely taken by Kazir at this point?
Yeah, who they believe to have bones. Yeah.
Or be like, okay, well, he's sufficiently attracted all their attention. We should really just start off with stealthy and just run, I think. Time is of the essence, and if he's going to go for much longer, he's going to die. So, running, yes? And he kind of, like, just, like, literally, like, shoves, like, Seaver and Beatrice, like, come on, get on with it. It's okay. And I don't know. Okay. So, I guess it gives them Seaver a bonus to run. I don't know. But he's also going to pick up his pace.
Okay. Kazir, is your go.
Oh boy. Okay. So Kazir is going to he's going to fly another 30 feet. He's not going to dash. And just in case, he's going to cast silence on himself.
Okay.
Centered on himself.
Yeah. What's the range on silence?
It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So no sound can pass through. So even if a spell is cast outside that, if it requires Kazir to be able to hear, it doesn't work.
Alright. Okay, so the vampires are going to, because of that, they're still going to have to dash to catch up to you, but they are surrounding you at this point. But yeah, as I said, they had to use their dash to get there because you did have a bit of distance on them. Actually, they should have taken damage from the fireball as well because they were so close. Let's see. One of them succeeded. But the others failed. Erwin, some of the were-ravens, probably. No, because, yeah, they would have. Okay, so you do notice, like, some of the were-ravens have fallen. Actually, wait, what is that's definitely fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, so... there are... Yeah, so there are two were-ravens still conscious. But they kind of duck down to tend to their wounded.
Just quickly as well, Sevia, the spectral shield which has been floating in front of you has fizzled out and gone.
Okay.
Yep, they're both concentration, silence, and...
yeah. Okay. Fall, are you doing anything?
Okay, so we're getting ready to run, but 4 can run 80 feet. Whereas I'm assuming everyone else can dash 60 feet.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll make 4 say, hey, so running was one of the few things I did well in tests, so if you want, I can carry the bones.
Yes, of course. Take them.
Thank you. Great. And I will run 80 feet.
Yeah. Okay. Strahd is going to make his way up to you, Kazir, and go to start talking. Realize that he can't. And instead, he is going to. Is that? He's made things very interesting by taking out verbal options. Yeah, he's just gonna bite at you. So the bite first. The bite misses. I think. 16.
No, misses.
Okay. And then his unarmed strike is a nat 1, so he misses.
Darning and weaving.
The bats are each going to try to bite you. One of them definitely misses, but the other is a dirty 20.
Yep.
That will be 6 points piercing damage.
Okay.
Alright, Beatrice.
Beatrice is going to start speeding things up with Conrad.
Okay.
Grabbing a hold of Sevia.
Yeah, Sevia?
Dash.
Okay.
Running. She's passed off the bones, so now she's like just scurrying as fast as her little feet will carry her.
Alright. Yeah. Conrad.
Just before Conrad, I've got to roll a concentration check this time.
Yes.
But I do have advantage because of my Warcaster.
Yeah. Okay. Conrad.
I'm still good.
I take.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
You doing anything particular or just dashing?
Dash like a marathon runner, and he will also I don't know, he'll be like to fall, he'll be like, now it's only about how far meters wise is it in Derby? Would he be able to figure that out? Yeah. At a glance. Just off the top of your head, Derby.
So about 20 meters.
20 meters. Oh, that's easy.
20 meters off.
Yeah.
No signs of assailants from either side of the top. So keep going right on ahead, and that will give you advantage.
Oh, thanks.
Kazir.
We'll just thumbs up.
Yes. Kazir.
You'll go.
Is it Kazir already?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all dashing, bro.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yep. No worries. I kind of want to swing at Strahd with a mace.
All right. Do it.
I think I'm gonna.
The maze.
Do it.
I'm just gonna be like, and I'm just gonna like jab at him with the mace.
Oh, I will note, last turn, he did use his bonus action to change back to his vampire form.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put the silence up then.
It's a lot more intimidating that way.
Yes, very much so. But I'm also intimidating. Me being the small tiefling boy. That is a 10 to hit. Does that beat him?
misses.
Okay.
That misses.
That is my turn.
All right. Vampire spawn are gonna start to attack you. Let's do pairs. So what is your AC?
It's 18.
18. So that's one. Two that have hit.
That contingency plan is
So there's 4 attacks that hit. 3 of them were bites. One of those bites was a natural 20. So So let's see the necrotic first, because this could be enough in and of itself. That's 12, 21.
He's unconscious.
Yeah. 21, 26, 36.
Was that
What
all
is-
necrotic? That's
yeah.
That's over my maximum hit points, so I am dead.
No. No. No.
All right, so that spell thing, right? What does that do?
Does that work over
because
necrotic?
there
I don't know if it does.
Please.
Because there's other damage, when you hit 0, you get back up to 1, but this is multiple attacks.
Please.
And it's different to your
Yeah,
maximum.
it is, because it's necrotic damage.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Oh shit!
I will say, so
Shit.
the silence drops. Strahd takes, as Kazir's body falls to the ground, Strahd grabs the bundle with the bones and looks at them and discovers they're fake, throws it to the ground with disgust, and says to his vampire spawn, "Leave him to rot as an example to his friends." Before starting to bolt towards the church, at the same point that you guys reach the church.
Did we see that happen?
You did not.
We were still like 40 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's too far away.
Yeah, but on top of that,
Oh, they were in
their
the church.
backs were to the action, and they were dashing full speed to the church.
Okay, well, we are now in the church.
Yeah, and you see, as Strahd is dashing towards the church in flight, you get into the church with the bones, and he is stopped in his tracks. You have won this one, but I can tell you, you do have. You have not won this one completely. And he turns into a bat and flies back off in the direction of Ravenloft. And you see the other vampire spawn turn into bats themselves. The bats fly off. The swarms of bats, as well as the vampire spawn bats, fly off. And that is where we're going to leave it for
Oh,
this
jeez.
Fun
So,
No.
we will discuss things, Mitch. I don't think this is the last we'll see of Kazir, though.
Yeah, Mitch,
I'll say
Darby,
that much.
I know Strahd. Interesting. Fun.
I'm gonna
Well, that was
cry.
fun.
That was tense.
No.
Thanks
Anyway.
for watching.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
you.
Thanks for watching.
Enjoy.
Everyone,
We will
have a
see
lovely
you next
day.
week.
See you next week.
Better week than
Bye.
we did.
Bye.
Bye.